I can't do anything but agree at this point. What a ridiculous, ridiculous situation we saw things come into there.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a great time watching these games. I know we are. This is so cool. But, oh well. Anyway, here goes. So, currently 1 up point. We have in the top left corner, playing in the yellow color, it is Sjaak. A big round of applause. Woo! You're doing the slow clap, man.
I just need a moment to recover from whatever we just witnessed on Heavy Rain.
Oh well. His
Deep
opponent,
breaths.
Sjaak's opponent, is the awesome Zerg player. Has chosen the color red. It is DIMAGA. He is well known for not building another hatchery when it's taking out. Man, it's oh. What are we seeing here? Oh, it's pull first. All right, cool.
Pull first, yeah. Nothing too crazy. Thank God, I don't think I could handle it just yet.
I was like, is that a 9 pull? No,
I need a slow early and mid game here to just recover a little bit because there were so many crazy points, and you know what? I'm so happy because I'm making a hype video for the round of 8, and now that last game, that is what you put into a hype video. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm actually going to re-edit the whole video just to put in like 3 different bits of that game because that was ridiculous. That was just crazy.
Oh man. Shit.
Oh,
okay. Well, we're back, and we're into the next game now, so we can just put the old game behind us. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. So I don't know. I'm trying to recover from the last game, as are you. All right, checking out the Sjaak's game.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't know what to say. We're in cross positions for us. Nothing is going to happen for a few minutes.
No,
awesome.
it's
cool. Let's just watch these Zerglings run across the map, because these Zerglings they weren't there for the Battle of Heavy Rain. They've heard the legends of the day the Zerg was defeated, and they're scared, man. They've heard the legends. They don't know what's going to happen. They're just heading out on the map to see what might be their destiny, and to see if they can make their own legend. I'm just going to watch these Zerglings and see if they make their own legend or if they just die.
Yeah, I'm following them right now, so we're going to see an epic run by with the Zerglings here.
I don't know if I don't know, like I wasn't really I never really pay attention to like the number of kills on a specific unit, but there must have been some units in that game with a ridiculous number of kills. There must have been at some point.
Yeah. It was probably I think it was one immortal that was left who has survived almost all of the time, so that must have like 30 kills at least when it comes to Zerglings, and a couple of infestors as well. But
Man,
thinking about the actual, I noticed the neuroparasite he built, and he never used it. And of course,
yeah,
it's not
I think he wanted to, but
yeah.
The fungals were just more necessary, and I think the fungals were a better choice. I think the problem with the neuroparasite was it wasn't going to work out. I don't know. It comes down to the control of the battle, so you can never say for sure. What I would like to say is them two Zerglings, they went out to try and make their legend a tale of heroes, but they just got killed by a mothership corner stalkers. So, no one even remembers them leaving home right now. Maybe their parents do, but
Yup. All right, 3 bases for DIMAGA, same style as last time. The gas extractor is coming up directly in the...
And you can see the change in his build this time. He doesn't see that there's a Stargate, and because he sees no Stargate, he doesn't cancel the Rotron, so he just gets that for a little bit more safety here. And he might need it. You can see Sjaak's got a pylon to the right-hand side. He's about to warp in from 3 gateways. And even 3 gateways, if they can build up to 6 to 9 zealots, they can be deadly. So it's a good thing DIMAGA has this Rotron finishing. Starts at this speed as well, but starts at 15 workers. It'd be really nice if he sent an Overlord in right now, because his third base is in a little bit of trouble when this next Zealot warping comes in. And look at this already at home. Sjaak, Chrono boosting out an Immortal. Oh my god. We're just going to see an Immortal, and if DIMAGA loses his third base or takes too much damage from these initial Zealots, he's going to be in trouble for the rest of the game. He builds a lair as well. He's not making units. Oh my god, Marvin. DIMAGA, it really is in trouble.
Oh my god, this is so bad. And DIMAGA just right now, he knows, like, oh shit, what I need to do.
Yeah. He was not expecting this at all, and
Nope.
I mean, he's going to lose a lot of drones on the third base. He's going to lose the third base, which is the worst because he loses so much production. You can actually see he's already building a macro hatchery, and this is very smart because he needs production. So, you know, he's putting his losses, he's just rebuilding a hatchery, and oh my god.
Such an effective force. Just a few
You know, well, he
zealots.
still doesn't really have that much to kind of stop this coming forward here, and
No.
DIMAGA is in so much trouble. He's actually supply blocked, 3 overloads on the way. And again, there's an Immortal all in, following this up. The third Immortal's about to finish. The extra gateways are coming down. Marvin, I don't know if DIMAGA has a chance after the damage he's taken here. I don't know if he's going to be in our round of 8. I think Sjaak is in a fantastic position here when he's already 1 game up.
It
Oh,
really looks like it, but you shouldn't count out DIMAGA. He's almost amassed 1,000 minerals right now. But
I know, man, but what does it matter if you just warp in like 10 sentries and force field? Okay, well, this is a bad start. Blocking it, having to cancel a gateway to get his mortars out. Wow. The thing is, this pylon's still around to the right-hand side, so he doesn't even have to build a reinforcing pylon yet. You can see DIMAGA knows what's up. He's building lings, he's building roaches. You're right, man. I shouldn't count DIMAGA out so soon, but I mean, it's not a good situation. He's lost his third. He's rebuilt his macro hatchery, but that's about it. And well, I guess he didn't lose too much mine because, you know, he's still saturated on 2 bases. So that, I mean, let's see what happens. I just can't feel confident about this though. Some force fields go down. A lot of roaches getting caught in the middle of the map, and Sjaak is on a death roll. Can DIMAGA hold on here, Marvin? It is now or never.
yeah, it's looking really, really grim. Sure, well, he goes for the rocks to buy a bit of a time, not for, you know, so the force field isn't that effective. But
Yeah, this is
now
such a
they're
fast time.
coming.
Yeah, the 3 queens coming down to help defend, and oh my god, well, the force fields do block off a lot of these roaches, but a lot of lings get through, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. They take the shields off of 2 of the immortals, but that's about it. More force fields still remaining here, and Sjaak continuing to reinforce. A couple of his immortals are starting to lose a bit of HP, and he will maybe save one in the warp prism. No, he's not moving it backwards because he doesn't need to. Sjaak is continuing to take down units here, and force fields continuing to come down. Sjaak warps in some zealots, warps in another stalker, still 3 immortals alive, and this is the scary bit, but he's out of force fields. So DIMAGA just keep us on making units, and these lings which are about to come in are going to be so effective with no more force fields to be used. And maybe I did speak a little bit too soon because, well, let's see what happens. These lings having to pull back here. More warpings can come in. 3 immortals still remain. This base is not going to survive for DIMAGA. He's going to have to cancel his units there. Maybe no, he's just going to come in and fight. Marvin, this is close.
Yeah, this is close. There's no more force field. It's just brute force left here from Sjaak, but his army is looking so good. 49 to 42 in army supply, but these are high-tech units, and they make mincemeat of Zerglings, and the Roach can't do anything when these immortals are just pounding at them. This is a massacre.
DIMAGA can only make mass Zergling. He doesn't have any gas, and the zealots here, they just rip apart the Zerglings, obviously, and well, one of them just gets saved by the warp prism. Such a sick pickup. And these zealots, I mean, he needs to trade for these roaches for these zealots as much as he can. More roaches coming down, but these immortals continue to push forward here. They continue to look for damage, been chasing roaches down to the bottom, killing off queens to the front. The hatchery kind of creating a natural choke point for Sjaak to abuse here, and well, he loses another immortal. We've only got 1 immortal left now. The force of this army is starting to like kind of fall a little bit. But there's still so many zealots here. Can this 1 immortal push on through? I don't know. Another nice force field catches 3 roaches. Down to the south, the roaches are winning a little bit, but they can't come in here on their own. I don't feel.
Oh man, I'm just sitting here biting my nails. This is so awesome. It feels like it can turn. DIMAGA actually has a bit of a resources now, and he has
taking 22 Zerglings. I don't know, man. Another nice force field. This immortal still doing so much damage. 26 kills on this immortal, and guess what? DIMAGA's pulling his drones as well. He's lost his roach roaring, but Sjaak is turning around, and DIMAGA. I'm gonna say DIMAGA has held. But he's pulled his drones and he's not sending them back to mine because he's kind of like, why aren't you still fighting? Wow, I don't know what to say. This game is ridiculously close. The Wolfrone is about to finish up here again. Sjaak's obviously continuing to be aggressive. I mean, he's fighting out of his base with an Immortal now. 2 Immortals are going to walk across the map here. And he's going to go for round number 2. So he's just building up. He's actually, throughout all of this, just started up a 3rd gas so they can get a few more sentries reproduced. But DIMAGA, I feel, has done the hard part. Now he's still on 2 bases. It wouldn't be so bad if Sjaak just, kept DIMAGA on these 2 bases for a little while, recalled when he got in trouble, and just took a 3rd base of his own. Does he have a mothership core? Maybe he lost that already. I think he did lose that, so he can't recall. So he has to be very careful here, but... sorry, I'm just talking and talking.
Well, I'm fine with that. I'm just sitting here observing and seeing what's happening. But the actually that he held this, but he could actually Sjaak could have used a warp prism. He could have warped into the base. He could have lifted up a sentry into the base and blocked. But no, it was a head-on battle. I love that.
Sjaak is thinking of moving up. He has to be so careful because you can see DIMAGA's in a huge concave. He's ready to come from the left-hand side as well. I really don't think Sjaak can fight in here at this point. But what he is doing is he's starting up a 3rd base, and I think this is exactly what he should do, The 3rd base is exactly what you need in this kind of situation because you've done damage, and he definitely has. And yeah, I love this. He's going to use the Warp Prism to harass. He's going to 3rd base up faster than the Zerg player, and the Zerg is on pure Roachling, and look at this, Forge on the way, double Forge on the way for Sjaak, so he's just going to come back home and macro. He knows if he sits in a defensive position, DIMAGA can't win a fight.
Yeah. And
DIMAGA just takes his own 3rd base. Oh my god, what a ridiculous series!
I'm hoping DIMAGA takes actually another base right now. If he does and gets away with it, he'll win this.
Yeah, I think he should double expand because the 3rd base comes down for Sjaak. I think he has to double expand. At the same time, like he's getting his fight, he's got classes running, but he has to defend these zealots in his main base, and this is the kind of damage that Sjaak will just get further ahead with. Because I mean, he's already 13 workers ahead now. 14. Tell me they're going to get it. 4. Is this me? Good.
Yep, you're lagging a bit. You need to say that again. Oh no, Wardy!
Pause.
Game paused.
Oh man.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, jeez. All right, and you're back. You're a bit low on the. You can
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we saved the day, and I didn't have to drop out of the game, thankfully. Oh my god, Zelda at the 3rd base. That was actually a really nasty time for me to pause. Oh my god, but DIMAGA saves the day. It's okay. Phew, we're all happy. And here we are back in this game. What is going on? Sjaak's got 3 bases. Finally, his pylons on the other side of the map are cleaned up by DIMAGA, but Sjaak has a 20 worker lead. And yes, DIMAGA can drone heavily quickly, but Sjaak just keeps on the aggression with this Warp Prism. He's going for this base. He wants to kill his 3rd. If he kills his 3rd, what does DIMAGA do? I don't know. He needs to mine from somewhere else because his natural's almost mined out. His main base is mined out.
Yeah, it's looking bad now for DIMAGA when it comes to economy, but it did it last game as well. So if he can go for a good counterattack, he can delay this process and actually expand once again. But this Warp Prism, man, it's awful. I know the feeling. As a Zerg player, I feel it cutting in my heart. Oh, but never mind that, because up in just outside Sjaak's base, it's looking like it's going to be an engagement here.
DIMAGA tries to come up the natural, but gets a lot of units caught, but at the same time goes towards the 3rd base of his opponent. But guess who's here? Oh my god, the force field!
Oh, they're awesome. The force field control, it just boxes everything in. Still, the roaches have some range.
3rd base might still go down. At the same time, he's trying to break into the natural here. Sjaak splitting up his army. He loses his 3rd base, but he's killed off so much of the army. In fact, he's killed off all the army. He has a really strong time here to just counterattack because all of these units are trapped. DIMAGA's just trying to buy as much time as he can before Sjaak moves across the map for potentially a kill move. Because there's a lot of army he's given up here so far.
Yeah, and wow, those force fields, they're really doing their fair share of work.
Oh my god, and the third base falls for DIMAGA as well to the Warp Prism. Great multitask by Sjaak. And he's gonna maybe lose his Warp Prism now to these Hydralisks, but he restarts his third. I don't know why he wouldn't walk across the map after killing so much army for free.
Yeah, it's if Sjaak goes now, he will easily end this, but no. He actually waits a bit longer. It's like, oh, I'm gonna give you another chance here. And this poor Warp Prism is actually really trapped here. Yep. Goodbye, Warp Prism. Finally, that was the end of it. Whew, alright.
What is this series right now? I just can't even.
So to recap a bit what's happened, it's been a really good timing for Sjaak that DIMAGA actually repelled. The attack from DIMAGA killed Sjaak's third base and then got killed, completely wiped out. But now DIMAGA's remaxed and he's back with something bigger, and not bigger but more dangerous. He has Hydras, and Hydras against
It's
this
true.
composition. It's awesome.
But the thing is, the force fields are still going to be so effective. If he can just cut this army in half for a little while, he's a little bit out of position right now, but he can still get good force fields, and force fields are going to be everything in this fight.
Yeah.
Thorn Overcharge comes down, and there's the first few force fields. A few units getting picked off here initially, and DIMAGA going to look to maybe keep attacking, but he's down on supply, he's down on workers, he's down on army, he's going to very soon be down on upgrades. He has to make something happen here, otherwise this game might be done.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I hope someone who's a lot more skilled than I am. Why isn't DIMAGA building a fourth base? Is he afraid
It's
to
because he
disband
can't.
to
I think
kill
he.
it?
I don't think he can. I don't think he can just sit back. I think he knows he's not in a good spot. Look at this double Colossus production. One Colossus out. His time's running out. You know, Mass Hydra, Roach Hydra. It's not a good composition late as the game goes on, and you can see right now, Sjaak is potentially just going to turn around the result from earlier, the 0-2 against DIMAGA, and make it a 2-0 to move on. But DIMAGA, I counted him out before, and he held on. But Sjaak's playing so well. He's still got his War Prism trying to harass whenever he can. And it's little things like that which keep him the advantage in the game. You know, sniping that third base. Now DIMAGA starts to fall off. Now he realizes, hey, I need to do something here. I need some economy. This guy's he's secured on 3 bases. Now that he's retaken it. This game is a little bit. This game is really scary because what does DIMAGA do against 3 Colossi? I just don't think he has an answer.
Well, he's going for a Spire, and look at the gas. There's your answer.
That's very true. A huge Mutalisk switch could be deadly unless Sjaak moves out like right now. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't help but feel that sometimes in this series, Sjaak is giving his opponent a little bit too much time.
Wow. Yeah, he does. It's a bit passive, but I think it's go time. He's actually going for it right now. The Spire is almost finished. There's no units
It's
being produced
a
by
clutch
DIMAGA.
time.
Yeah, and the armor
Sounds
supply is
good.
looking really good for our Protoss player here. It's a bit. I think it's 8 supply above his opponent, but that will quickly change if we know the Zerg army.
Sjaak continues to move forward. The Spire is about to finish. DIMAGA has gas, but he doesn't really have minerals. Not enough to make a scary amount of kind of air units, I don't think, to make Corruptors or Muters. Oh my god, more Colossi have just been hallucinated. And DIMAGA, what's he going to do? I mean, he's got an Overseer.
Roaches! No!
Oh, he's built. I mean, but he can't build enough Corruptors. He can't build enough Muters. He's going to come in for one huge concave surround, maybe attempt to hold this off. But the force fields are really good from Sjaak, and there's just so much splash damage here of the Colossi. This is the final fight of this game, I feel, and the Colossi just go untouched. The Hydras absolutely melt. Sjaak, the 15-year-old prodigy, takes down